So welcome, this is our oral communication lab exam. We are going to talk about culture and the different type of manners. So I choose to talk about China. In China, talking with your mouth full is not considered a bad manner. Uh, Burping is considered a gesture of satisfaction and affection for food. Make noise while drinking, it's something nice for them. Putting meat bones directly on the table when you finish to it indicates respect and courtship of the food. Spitting or littering in the street is not a bad model. Uh, Farting or pinching your nose in public is not rude for them. In our culture, is a bad behavior to do all that actions because it's something gross or I don't know, and it's not polite. It's considered something rude. And for our society, like I said, it's something that it's gross, and it's a sign of having bad manners or a wrong etiquette. But for them, it's something normal. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's so curious, like the way the manners change in different countries. I think that it's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool, but at the same time, I know that when they do that, it's polite. But for example, here, when a friend of mine burps or make noises when they eat, it's disgusting, and I do not like
Yeah,
that. So I think it would be like uncomfortable if I go to Asia or somewhere else where they do that. So I would feel like, oh my God, that's gross, but I cannot say anything because it's their culture.
yeah,
Yeah, and for us, it's like different because if you like start eating with your mouth full or something like that, everyone starts seeing like what is wrong with them or something like that, and for them it's a
it's
good
normal.
manner
It's
because
it's
it's
yeah.
something that shows that you are enjoying your food. So it's
Hmm.
kind of different and interesting, like you said, but at the same time, I think, like Natasha said, we can go to these countries and said that that is gross, because for them it's something
That
normal.
it's unpolite. Yeah, it's unpolite to say things like that.
Yeah, or to, like I said, to burping after it. I
Yeah,
don't know, that's something gross for us. If you do that or something like that, we are going to said like, oh my god, you had bad manners, you have bad etiquette or something like that. But for them, it's bravo, you are
yeah.
enjoying your food,
You like.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
something so gross. I don't know.
But I can't imagine the shock, the culture shock that they have when they come here, for example, and they see like they cannot do those things, and it's hard for them, and it's also hard for us because it's our culture, and I have to respect that. But also, it's something that they have since they are a child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's a good behavior that they have since they are a child, like Natasha said. But for us, it's I don't know. It's something wrong. It's something that it's not good for our society. You know.
It's rude. It's rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so weird. But I really don't like people that make noises when they're eating. But I think when you are like in China, for example, like you can like control yourself or just don't care about that because well, in my case, I know that it's part of their culture and I don't want to disrespect that. So I think like you can control yourself, but here it's so
Yeah, you're right. But
bad.
yeah, but at the same time, I think for us, it's something gross, is something not comfortable at all
Yeah.
to listen to one person eating with with mouth full or making noises
Mhm.
while they are eating or something like that. But in this country you are listening like a lot of people
Like
doing that
10 people, yeah.
exactly.
I can
So
just being in a table and just listening to all the people around you chewing, like there's nothing wrong with it, and you're like, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Natasha, what about yours?
Okay, so for my topic, I am going to talk about India. And in India, we have like different manners that you could call rude here in Costa Rica, but for them are not perfectly normal. For example, but there are some manners that are like common here in Costa Rica and common there in India. For example, you can't like put your elbows on the table because you have to give space to the person who's next to you, and I think that's pretty normal in like almost every country. For example, I think this is something curious because when you find like an elder person, you cannot like call them by their names. You have to call them like sir or ma'am. And if it is a familiar or someone related to you, you have to call them auntie or uncle. That's really funny to me because I don't know.
Yeah.
Really different.
And just like other countries, you have to take off your shoes when you enter to a house. Honestly, I don't do that here. We
No,
don't
me
like.
neither.
Me
Oh,
neither.
Mhm.
I'm always using shoes.
Yeah, me too.
And if that is disrespectful, I don't know what to do if I go to that place or
Mhm.
and
for example, oh, I'm sorry. For example, here in India, you cannot like talk with your mouth full because that's disrespectful. For example, uh, just like in China, you are allowed to do that, but here in India, you cannot. And of course, I think everybody knows that here in India you can eat with your hands, and that's completely normal. And you can eat with both of your hands only if you're left-handed. But if not, try to eat with your right hand. What do you think about
Okay.
eating with your hands?
I don't know. I
I
think it's
don't
something
know.
good because not all of us has like uh a good I don't know how to say it, like we don't have like the same tradition to go and wash our hands when we're going to eat.
Mhm.
Maybe them don't do it or something like that. So I don't know. For me, it's something gross.
They wash
I
they
think
wash
it's
their
it's
their
weird.
hands.
Yeah, but I think it's still weird because for me it's like a strange feeling, or I don't know, to feel something in your hands, like oil, or I don't know, things like that. I think it's weird, but I will try it someday. I don't know if I go to India.
I don't
I
know. I,
think
I will. I won't try it because I don't know. I think that's gross because you don't know what your nails have or something like that. So mm-mm, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that kind of things could be weird, but I'm so interested to try new I don't know, traditions of different countries. So maybe I will try
Yeah,
it.
it's nice. I think that it's nice to try it, but at the same time, it's not good to I don't know to get influence about that and practice that in your country
Oh
because
yeah,
for
yeah.
us it's like so
There's
rude to do
it's
that.
just like for try it,
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
totally
think I
agree with
would try it, and I even though you have to deal with all the mess that you make when you eat with your hands,
yeah.
I would try it because I think it's interesting to eat with your hands. I mean,
Yeah, it's
here in Costa Rica, you eat with your hands when you eat like fast food
oh yeah.
sometimes. So I don't think it's that weird. It's cool,
yeah.
but wash your
Yeah.
hands.
So for them, I think for them
Mhm.
it's not a bad manner to I don't know to do
Ah,
that
yeah.
after it or something like that, and for us it's like ugh, so gross.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
that's
that
it.
is your information.
That's my information.
Okay. So Sharon, what about yours?
Well, for Arabs, religions, they're so religious, like, but they don't like to talk about religion with foreigners, like with other people. They don't like that. They think that it's disrespectful, and also they believe that left hand is impure, so you shouldn't like greet another person with the left hand, and also you can't eat with your left hand because they think it's so impure. Also, when they have to start eating, um, before that they have to thank in the name of Allah. It's like so respect to that to do that. And I think that it's like here, some people thank for the food, but it's not like every single people do that, it's like
Maybe like
more single decision or something like that.
I
But
think
but some
it's I'm sorry.
sorry,
I
no.
think it's more common when elder people do it.
Yeah.
For example,
But
I don't do it.
No, I don't know.
exactly,
But
but I listened about this kind of religion in here in Costa Rica. There are like temples and all that stuff about that religion. I don't know if it's for people that believe in that or just for tourism or I don't know, but I already listened about that, and and I don't know. They usually use like clothes that is different than us, right?
yeah,
Like
they don't like to show so more like skin or parts of their body. They use like all covered.
and they used to eat only the products that has some initials on it. I don't know what initials are, but they used to eat only the products that have that initials because for them it's something like this is it's kind of disrespectful. It's something rude. They just
Oh,
have to eat the things that their culture allow them.
like
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that it's so
I didn't know it.
so cool. And
That's cool.
no, me neither. And like eating or drinking like is excessively, I don't know how to say that, like it's rude for them, like to get drunk and do bad stuff. It's really disrespectful for them. They don't like that.
For us and for us it's something like for having
Like
fun.
normal, yeah. Yeah, for them it's so disrespectful. And like you need to wait your turn to serve your food. Like don't do like I want my food. You
Mhm.
have to wait
And
before
they eat
it.
with the hands too.
I think sometimes, but you don't with your don't do it with your left hand, because for them I don't know why, like it's some for culture.
It's
It's
something weird.
so disrespectful. Yeah.
So
I
I
think
think we investigate like different cultures, but at the same time some of them has like the same
Like
tradition.
similar things. Yeah.
yeah, for
It's
example here
it's so cool.
I think it's interesting to see the fact that they don't talk about religions with strangers, even though they show like they're very proud about their religions. So
Yeah.
I would think that it's very common to talk about them or to show to the world like, yeah, this is who I am. But they don't do that, and
Yes.
that's
And for
pretty
us I think that
interesting.
that religion is like as like usually discussion. We are always talking about religion with our friends, with our family, with strangers. We
Yeah.
always talk about religion, and for them, they show that they are proud of their religion, but they don't talk about that, and that's something like kind
Yeah.
of
It's so weird. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta admit that this was shocking because I thought like they were open minded about that. But right now, I gotta be careful if someone is like from this country, and I'm not gonna ask like those personal questions because they're gonna feel like,
Yeah, they don't
stop, I
like
don't know
that.
you.
Yeah, they mm-hmm,
With this
they don't like
investigation,
that.
we learn about what questions we can ask to other people, or what things you can do or can't do.
Yeah, to be
Because
more respectful in other countries.
yeah, I think here in Costa Rica live like a lot of people like is that is from China and is
Hmm.
from India and from Arabia Saudita. I think Costa Rica has have like a lot of tourists or something like that.
Hmm.
So we have to be careful when we are talking to a foreign, because you don't know
Yeah,
what are going to bother them or something like that.
I think it
yeah,
would
we
be
need to
good
be.
to make a comparison between those cultures and ours. For example, you can find that here we are very traditional. We eat with forks, with spoons. Usually, it's the etiquette to not eat with your to not talk with your mouth full because that's disrespectful.
Hmm.
Or I don't
Yeah,
know.
but talking about the spoons and the forks, in other countries the spoon is only for soup, and the fork is for the rest of
Yeah,
the food. But for us, I mean, in my family, everyone uses spoon for any food.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
me
so
too.
you can eat
that's something
whatever you want.
disrespectful. Exactly,
Hmm.
that's something disrespectful in other countries.
Yes.
For example, the shoes. When you are wearing shoes and you have to take them off, here is not common. At least I haven't met someone who says like take out your shoes. And I was like, oh my god, sorry.
Yeah.
I
It's
really
weird.
I already met someone like that, and it was like something awkward, because when I went to her house, she said like, "Oh, take your shoes off," and I was like, "Oh, but what about
Why?
yeah,
Why?
what about my yeah, I don't
Imagine
know if it smells like something bad, it's
Yeah.
going to be awkward for her
awkward.
family and for me too. So
Yes.
I don't know. I really don't like that tradition, but in some
Yeah,
in some
and
cases you
well,
have.
for me, yeah, for me, like my mom always says, like you have to wear shoes every time because I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it's like you have to use shoes every time, inside or out of the house. It doesn't matter. So it's like
it,
so
in
curious.
in Paris is it's common to see people dancing without shoes, but for some
Mhm.
people it's kind of disrespectful. It's kind of they don't have
Yeah.
etiquette or something like that, and for us it's like eh, it's comfortable, and
Hmm.
that's it. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think that the traditions that we already discussed in that stuff um are too different than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think personally I would try some of them, like eating with my hand or I don't know, trying something new, but for example, burping or talking with my mouth full.
Weird.
Hmm.
I wouldn't do that, even though I respect it. I respect it. I wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
Um, I think all of these teach us the way we have to respect different cultures, and also we can learn about them. What did you
Yes.
think?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
learn about it. And like I said, we learn about how to ask or how to talk
To
about
talk with
that
people.
that stuff with other people. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is so important because where some people are talking with you, you don't want to that people
To
being
offend them.
disrespectful to you. Yeah. So I think it's good to get information because in that way you can like be prepared to know what to say to other people.
What is a good manner and what is a bad manner for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
You know something funny. Even though here in Costa Rica, inside the country, you can find like different manners. For example, it just came up to my mind when you eat dinner. it's pretty common in some houses to eat all together. But for example, here in my house, you can eat whatever you want and anytime you
Yeah,
want. It's not necessary to eat all together, and that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
yeah,
and for in other houses that's something disrespectful. In my case, I'm always eating in my room, and
yeah, me
sometimes
too.
my aunt is like, it's disrespectful to eat in your room, and I'm like, it's just a place, but it's not the same for everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So in conclusion, we have like we learn about a lot of traditions, and like we said, we understand how to ask and how to talk about these topics with
yeah.
other persons, people, sorry. So thank you for this discussion,
Thank you.
and it if it had been a pleasure to talk with you about this stuff.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
same.
it was a
It
pleasure.
has been an interesting discussion and to learn about all their cultures and their manners. And I think everyone should learn a little bit more about everything so you can be more. So now I know that I don't have to ask certain questions or be in a certain way in certain places. So now that we have that knowledge, it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
and
important and
we
also
can show respect.
interesting.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
can show respect to others, and that's so important now.
yeah.
So thank you for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.